Probably. This is meant to be 100% pitch making though, so I'm probably just going to shove all of them into making the pitch. Helsinki's looking great, not overloaded with cheese like I thought it might. Stockholm I need to deal with, we haven't been touching on Stockholm in quite some time. Revel's looking a bit cheesy, I probably never had anyone set up to bring the Revel cheese back. And Revel's not even doing that hot. Do I have the goods to build stuff? Yeah, I probably do. A couple of clothing if is all you want, that I can do. Why do you say building materials required though? There you go. Revel have plenty of houses, so that's not a concern either. It's always good to know. There we go. What else? Aarhus has loads of clay, but that's kind of a given. It's a place for clay. I think that's everything. After Aarhus it was Kongsberg, Flensburg, they're all good. Stavanger is also good. Nothing wrong with Nimwegen. Not wrong with Cologne or Thorn. Or Gotham City. Riga is awfully salty. That's right, I built up a huge amount of salt production in Riga. But I didn't even feel like I was lacking salt. Okay, I am lacking salt in a big way. Thagnus, get on that. Toto, we found a job for you. How much salt does Riga produce? 10,000 of them. That's kind of frustrating because multiply this number by 4 and that's how many of the people you actually have under your thumb. Ideally, I would like more, but this tells me that my enemies have quite a lot of the people under their own control. That's why I would love to, you know, end them. Still, salt making. Imagine that was like 20% more, so let's say 350 every day. Toto. For one, you won't be good with these. You're going to need actual capacity. 350 a day. How long is this going to take you? Riga to Aalborg. Load all the salt, get to Aalborg, and unload all the salt. 9 days, let's just call it 10, 3,500. Sure, I round up quite a lot, but it's probably for my own good. Glad I found a job for all those cogs though, we had a lot of them. And that is Riga to Aalborg salt. Riga to Al salt. Man, I will not add a lot of space. Who's got a short name? The Brew Canoe is pretty funny, but doesn't work here. Santa Wood. Well, I'm just going to go with Santa here. Because I like 999. Okay, good. That wild card needs to go and help along with that. Done and done right. Oh. I have never seen one of our own ships get hit like that. I either hit myself, or the AI used a different kind of cannonball shot. Both those thoughts are concerning. I wasn't even aware you could do friendly fire in this. Seems we're under attack from a prince though, so I want that mission to destroy them. Oh, I'm actually keeping my popularity fairly high here. Jake, did you exclude Danzig from your routes? I highly doubt it. There's no way I would have excluded them from my my proper routes. That would just be daft. Alberg, don't you have anyone patrolling there? Guard Sherry Birkin is not doing her job. There we go. Well, she's a bunch of cogs, so she's too slow. So all that salt is now mine, or at least most of it, and we'll take it back to Alberg. I don't think salt distribution has been working so well. Tell you what else hasn't been working so well, my flattery for Mr. Rostock. He's mad, he's very mad. Probably just better to let him loot to get it all worked out of his system. More? Aehus once again is short on grain. Or at least they want grain. Why would they want grain so much? Why are they so short on grain so often? There's something strange happening here, and I'm going to find out what. They hold on to 10,000 of it. They sell it at a reasonable price. Okay. Now I want to check the grain trains. There are a few of them. I can narrow it down to the grain trains that deal with the east. Grain east. When you were in Aehus, you unload it all, and you load it all. Good. There's another grain train east, surely. No, there's only one. Maybe it takes too long. I mean, maybe. I find it a little hard to believe, though. Just in case, though, I want you to stock up on a bit more grain. That might be something across the board that I should be doing. Like, 2,000 just isn't enough anymore with these high populations. Maybe. Aehus also has tons of clay. When I look at Aehus, it's meant to be wood and pitch. So Aehus can stop producing clay. Zoop. Just pitch and wood. In fact, it's meant to be 50-50. So I could probably demolish some of these. Or I can fire everybody. Should have checked that there's no bad status here. Everybody's fired. Utilization back up to 100% for both. 0% for you, and there we go. I'm a little worried though. Why did some people die? Oh well, no biggie. Now Stockholm. Wasn't I concerned about you for a while? You got plenty of honey, you produce mead. You need more people though. And this is why I need people mover again. They're hanging out in Haarlem. Haarlem's population is grandiose. And what am I meant to kill? Actually, I need more sheep. Didn't think I'd see the day. And I feel like you're just still not bringing enough hemp to the table. You're producing tons of it. And you are moving it along as well you should. And yet I get storage costs here. You don't hold too much of anything. 10 warehouse. Oh, no security. Well, that's a problem. Storage costs here, though. Why? I wouldn't say I have particularly large amounts of anything. Confusing. Oh well, it's just a sign that I need more of these. Probably. Somewhat bizarre, but it'll do. And then there's Cologne. I wish Cologne would grow that bit faster. We'll hold another meal for the poor here. Keep it in upswing and continue to wish that I would build a bloomin' wall. Didn't I delete some stuff here in the hopes that that would spur them on to building a wall? Yes, I did. Maybe this beekeeper is the problem. Or this beekeeper is the problem. I'm going to pull everything back a bit, even though that's not something one should do. And then I'm going to tell them, once again, to build that new wall. Novgorod Helsinki cheese. Why? That must mean that Novgorod was low on cheese. Which is a daft idea. Are you somewhat skimping with your cheese? Well, they're lacking a lot of goods there, so I should probably get Wildcard to unload those goods that I said they would. And then go back for more. Okay, now I'm bothered greatly by you, Cologne. With housing capacity like this, you can't actually grow any. Ah, but I am moving to Cologne, right? No, where am I? March 79? And they are Hanseatic City. I moved to Bremen, didn't I? This one's in April. And I am running for election. Okay, so I guess I'm moving to Cologne first so that they can build their wall. And then after I do, and I really have to remember this stuff, then I gotta do the other thing. So in March, I'm writing this down again. March, Cologne wall. April, Bremen wall. Okay, that's excellent. I'm going to save, and I'm very confident with how things are in my hands right now, that I can actually just sit back and spacebar my way to loads of money for some time. We try to remember for you now, I've got this. A meat place doesn't get properly supplied with hemp plus salt. Well, meat doesn't need hemp, but which one? When it comes to my meat, Bergen, Stavanger and Oslo make it. Oslo's looking good. Bergen is looking good. And Stavanger is looking great. Wonder if Oslo actually takes enough salt though. Yeah, 1000 is nowhere near enough for what I want you to do. The problem was before when I didn't have my salt coming in because of Riga, but now that's been sorted. Happy days. I just want to sit back and make tons of money for a while. I see that. You may supply Nimwegen, but wait, what? You bring the hemp back from Nimwegen, which isn't what I want you to do. Because that hemp should be going directly to Haarlem. Never even considered that. In Nimwegen, it's fine that you unload, but I don't actually want you to load hemp. Because that just makes extra work for Haarlem. Yoink. Also, wasn't there one here? Also yoink. Not amazing, but it's pretty good. Okay, so I'm not saying it's perfect. There are certainly tweaks that need to be done. But for the most part, everything is looking great. The cities will grow on their own. I could certainly help turbocharge them as and when. Bruges is a-okay. Danzig could do with some love, though. What about Ripon? Ripon-Terre's looking good. You're finally getting some tools at least. But pelts are very much... Well, I mean, they do use our hemp, which is good, but they don't use a ton of hemp. But, you know, I make a ton of hemp, so there is that to consider. Beautiful. Except Rostock is under siege once more. Yeah, are any of these princes happy? Owning land is meant to at least slow down how angry they get, but it just doesn't feel like it's going that way. Well, once Mecklenburg's done there, I can try once more to flatter him. You know, clothes. I don't feel like I ever set that up. Danzig is producing clothes, sure, but not very fast, and probably only enough to keep their own demand go. Okay, barely any. I see the problem here. They make wood for me at least. Alright, Danzig definitely needs extra people then. And they're feeling wealthy too, so they got little to complain about. Haarlem people mover, get to work. But what am I going to do? What am I going to reduce? Well, the Get smoked houses must be feeling the lack of hemp right now. Put you down to 15. And I gut you out. Oh no! The moment I heard the music, I realized I had made a mistake. State of emergency is bad. Very bad. I just killed a lot of people again. Unless I very swiftly move these people. You have to reactivate Oslo's meat train. Okay. That sounds... oh, never mind. LMNO. See, it's interesting that people are actually watching this and paying a bit of attention. Looks like I never had an Oslo meat train. I guess the guys that go around collecting meat for the center are just picking it up from here anyway, so we don't currently need one. Oslo is meant to produce quite a lot of meat actually, 83. It's just that the population is so low. Well, I built 84 for good measure it seems. The other thing Oslo is producing is a bit of salt, is that true? Do I have salt here? I must do, I got 101 things. Ah, there they are. But you are low on the wood. Seems no one told you to hoard the stuff. Okay, is there anywhere I can dump these guys nearby in the hopes that everything will work out? Not Bremen, not Hamburg. Rupin could probably do with a few. Now I'll just throw them over to Danzig and accept the fact that I killed a lot of people. Okay, now thankfully they did get back to work. Good, that would have been tragic. Okay, we just got trashed. We even lost a ship there, which is bad news. How? We either shot ourselves or they shot us with a special kind of shot. Both those outcomes confuse me. I might rewatch it to see what happened there. Now who was that attacked me? It would have been either Novgorod. Okay, yeah, Novgorod's the one that's trashed here. Get repaired there, Nitro. Hopefully you can still work to defend the area. There we go. Alright, so People Mover can get back for yet more people. Also, Haarlem is my city. And nobody loots my city but me. Especially when it makes so much money. Outrageous. No, it stays outrageous. Once the siege is over, they're going to think differently. You saw the amount that he demanded. It was almost 1 million, and that's how ridiculous these demands get. Cologne, oddly enough, short on hemp. Who would have thought? We have tons of hemp around here. Also, the wild card. You should perhaps bring a whole lot more of that over to Haarlem, because it's something they always struggle with. And I see that. There we go. Alright, loving the money flowing in. And I got so much to buy from these princes. Flensburg always stuck at this not particularly nice... Why are you starving? Not enough cheese, not enough meat. Okay, you only have one type of food. I mean, I get that fish only comes in every now and then, but the cheese should be flowing like mad. But it does not. That's a problem. Novgorod's dairy production is not keeping up. The fish... Yeah, the fish, cheese, and the meat. We need more of it all. So when it comes to meat, Stavanger should be utterly drowning us in the stuff. Worried about that. I'm ever so slightly worried about that. I'm also surprised I never upgraded this stuff. Stavanger, you've got work to do here. Stavanger's been little other than good to me, so I feel I owe it this at least. That'll help out a bit. Still though, Stavanger, meat, we need more. 100 a day. Well, I mean, looking at my Hanseatic needs for meat. It's quite a bit more than 100 a day that we need. So Oslo needs to pick up the pace, which means Oslo need more people. They need to stop being in recession. Sadly, there's not much I can do for Oslo from where I am. But yeah, between it, people should have access to plenty of food, so I am underperforming here. Flensburg is going to be in a bad state with all those beggars. So the least I can do is have those people not waste away. But if I grab the people mover, which is actually back in Haarlem, which is not too good for me. Well, I can still abduct a few more people, right? Who's gonna stop me? Okay, but we do need that food right now, so the sheep farm can actually dive down a bit. And I could do with cleaning these guys out. Stagnation's fine. More Norwegians? Are you out of your mind, Jake? Yeah, because Oslo exists in 1378. No, what we need is more meat. And hopefully it's Norwegians. So, People Mover can do its thing. Could also do with grabbing some of this wood, because we always seem to be just a little short of wood back home. And if Oslo would stop finding itself under siege, then I could do something nicely about that. Take the wood. Now, who could do with these people? I mean, there is Stockholm, but I need to think about places that can give me food right now. When it comes to cheese, it's Helsinki, Novgorod, and Riga. Oh, Riga's cheese just is not flowing enough. Wait. Riga's 100 salt. Revel is 100 cheese. And I neglected Revel. I neglected Revel big time. Because I kept getting them mixed up with Riga. Okay, Revel, I am so sorry. I'm going to send these people over on the double to... no, not the hunters. I'm going to send these people over there on the double, and I'm going to check how much cheese you give me. Well, if it's 100 times 2 per day, ideally I'm getting 200 a day. So I need to sort something out for that. Carvel would be nice, but I'm not sure if we have any of those kicking around. There'll be one sent to my hometown, which at the time was Rostock. Got a couple of those. Good. So Revel to Aalborg is 9 days. So 2,000 should cut the mustard just nicely. Load it all. Unload nothing. Unload it all. Load nothing. And this is Revel to Aalborg. Cheese. Revel to Aalborg. Cheese, and because of what it is, I'm taking the name Humble Pie from the assassin. Get to it. While we're at it, the People Mover is going to take back some of the cheese as well. And I'm going to dump it straight into Flensburg, because they are so hungry. I really don't have many autos going about right now. There you go, Danzig, you can finally have some honey. Which makes me think, don't I have plenty of honey here? And if I don't, why not? My honey guys should be set up. I'll double check on the honey. Some from Scarborough, but it's just a token amount. 100 from Cologne, that's what we're missing. 100 from Lubeck, that's certainly not what we're missing. So I need Cologne to pick up, and Lubeck has too many people. At least we got this happening for us.